I don't know. I
Well,
just don't know how to.
well, well. Would you prefer your laptop or your phone?
Do you think my laptop would be better?
Probably. I mean, right now it's a vertical screen for you. Not that it's not a huge deal. I mean, it does the same thing, I guess.
What if I?
Oh, okay. There we go. Now we're talking, just like that. Welcome back to the sanctuary. If you don't remember, I'm Colin. This is James. James, how are you? How have you been?
Pretty good. Uh, I was recently invited to a 5-year class reunion, which is in.
Oh,
I don't know if you have an opinion on this, but I definitely do.
are you gonna go?
Yeah, no, definitely not. But I
Now,
feel
oh, sorry. Go
you.
ahead.
No, you go.
I was just gonna say, no way I'm going, and I also didn't get the invitation. So what's the big deal there? Who told you, and why aren't they telling me?
Griffin.
He must be behind on telling me, or maybe he did tell me, and I just totally
He's
forgot.
got like 250 people to send invites to. I don't know if he's doing that by himself or because he was the class president, so it was on him and whoever else
Hmm.
on the government, the class government. But
You and I should have been on that government.
my thoughts on it are if I didn't talk to you in high school, I definitely don't want to see you at a reunion, and I definitely don't want to talk to you. Like,
So your mind is set. You're not going to the reunion.
yeah, I think it would just be awkward.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think 5 years is a little too soon for a reunion, if you ask me. Uh,
Yeah,
I think
I,
maybe 10.
I haven't developed yet. I feel like I'm not where I want to be in life, like to be showing that off or, you know.
But yeah, no way I'm going to that reunion unless someone drags me there. But I do not. I don't plan on it, and I don't plan on seeing anybody ever again. So that's how I feel. But
Yeah,
yeah,
good
but we'll
riddance.
see. Maybe you and I will uh we'll go there and then talk about it on a podcast if we do
Yeah,
another one.
maybe we'll go and then we'll talk about how crappy it was,
Oh,
or
not a bad idea.
would be good content. But
Maybe. But all right. Now, James, I have a question for you. When do you think our last Sanctuary podcast was recorded?
if I had to guess, 2022.
That's right. Can you guess the month?
Um, I want to say it was in our old apartment, right?
That's right. It was our old apartment.
So that means it had to have been my sophomore year or junior year,
Hmm.
um, which would have been, I don't know, I would guess like May,
Very
like right
close. March. March
March.
24th, 2022 was the last time we talked to our fans. It has been
Yeah,
over 2 years. What have we been doing?
not a whole lot, I'll say.
Now, I would like to share a
I
recording from our last episode.
go for it.
Oh, okay, okay. Hopefully you can see it. One moment, one moment. We'll edit this out. Okay. Okay. Too much stuff going on. Okay, okay. Here we go. Hopefully you can hear this.
I can't hear it on my end.
Oh, you can't hear that?
No.
Oh, great. All right. Well, that doesn't work. Well, I'll just tell you what was said then. I said that, James, anything to tell the fans before we head out? You said stay safe. So hopefully they've stayed safe in those 2 years. And then I said, hopefully our next podcast is not in a month. Well, it was 2 years. So, I mean, we were kind of slacking there. Now, do you remember why we never recorded any more podcasts after that? What happened?
Was it my I don't know, was it because I like dropped out and
Well, I
had
don't
a
know. But
not
there's
like
lots of, yeah. I mean, there was lots of time to record podcasts. We just never did it. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was
yeah,
just
we just
laziness.
lacking, or
I don't
lack of
know.
it. It could have been,
Possibly.
but I don't know if we were consistent. I think I don't know. I guess we saw like the numbers dipped, and after that initial excitement of we released a lot of viewers and stuff, um,
Hmm.
I think maybe like excitement died down, and that was
Maybe.
why.
Well, I guess we're hypocrites then, because the first thing we said in the first episode was we don't care who listens to it. There could be 0 listeners for all we care, because it's
Yeah,
for us. But guess what?
ex-
We let the numbers get to our head, so we're very sorry. That will not happen again. But
definitely
yes,
consistent podcast on out.
yes. Now I like this came about. This reunion episode came about because I was just for fun. I was listening to our old episodes. I was having so much fun listening to them and our old stories. I said, "What is going on? We need to get together and have a touch base with our fans." So that's what we're gonna do now.
It it's such nostalgia to listen to like old memories or like an old recording of yourself. Like you realized how far you've come, like how different you are now, and like how
Hmm.
life you
Yep,
a
that's
good
right.
time.
Yes, like, and just to let the fans know, the sunglasses are staying on because I have a headache, but they're also to hide my tears of joy for this coming back and listening to our old episodes. So yes. And now I'm sorry, and I would also like to say, listening to the old episodes, here's what I've noticed: one, I'm very annoying, and two, I don't let you talk. So this time around, I'm going to try to let you talk and not be annoying. So I'm very sorry if that was the case back in the day, there, James.
Well, I would say it's not all your fault because I'm not the best at communicating. So that could be an issue on my end as well.
I don't think I thought you were great. I thought you were very funny, but I keep cutting you off every time you were telling a story. I would say, "Okay, James, tell this story." I'd say, "No, hold on a second," and I cut you off.
Well,
So I'm sorry.
you're definitely
I
the
don't,
better.
but I don't think so. I think you're a very good storyteller. I just didn't give you the opportunity. So I'm going to try to let you take the reins this year or this time. And I think it'll be for the better. Now, I have one more thing I'd like to share because like we never did a video portion before. So here's what we were working with back in the day. I'm going to show you what our old apartment looked like. So this is where we were recording our episodes. James, can you see that okay?
Yeah, the log cabin as
Yeah.
we used
Now,
to.
yes. Now I didn't take many pictures, so this is the best one I got. I think there's another one. Oh no. Okay, sorry. Too far. I'm skipping ahead. I'm skipping ahead. I got to go back. We'll get to this picture. One moment. One moment. Okay. This is the one we want. Okay, so this was our first apartment. It's the best picture I got. As you can see, it's a log cabin. And we had a big brick fireplace. It wasn't really a fireplace, but it looked like one. There's a little opening here for one, and it's completely made of wood. It was very small and very homey. James, what did you think of this apartment?
I thought it was great for a first apartment. Like
Oh yeah.
it felt like home. It felt like someplace we could just come back to and relax and a reprieve from the tough schoolwork that we had at Pitt.
Mm, that's
Um,
right. I
some
love
people
this place.
some people that might go to more prestigious schools might argue that they have it harder or have different degrees might argue that they have it harder, but I think I don't know. I didn't think it was easy going to Pitt.
Mm. Oh, I didn't think so either. But but yeah, I love this place. I wish I had a better picture, but behind the big brick wall in the middle of the apartment is the kitchen. The kitchen was very small but very cool. Like everything about this apartment was awesome, other than the heater clicking. You remember the heater clicking all the time?
Yes, and I gotta say, one of my favorite memories about this place is we always used to cook food. You know, like
Oh yeah.
either I'd be making food or you'd be making food, and we just share a meal at that table we had. And there's something to say about like the value and appreciation you can have for just sitting down and sharing a meal with somebody, or making a meal. Like
Oh
it's
yeah.
very
Yeah. Well, I most certainly was not doing the cooking. You were very good at whipping up meals. I was doing all the quick stuff, but you would always make great dinners. And yes, behind this wall is the kitchen table where we would sit and have great conversation, and even where we decided to do this podcast for the first time.
absolutely. And I will say the idea to have the podcast was a was a we were under the influence when we came up with that
Most likely.
brain idea. So,
Yep.
some good things can come from alcohol. Like it's not all negative. I will say that.
I guess so. Yes, I guess so.
And it was like, I don't know. It was a good investment, I think.
Oh
And
yeah.
we had all these ideas, like creative ideas, like, oh, we could get this picture, like us with our guitars, or
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Those were the days. Those were the days.
I will say though,
Um.
you put in most of the work when it comes to the pods. I feel like you're better at like coming up with ideas and conversations.
I don't know. I don't know about that. Like I said, I think I did a little too much. But yeah. Um. Now. So yeah. So we lived in this apartment for 1 year. The next year, or do you remember why we moved out of this apartment? Actually, do you remember what happened?
Yes.
Oh,
So
let's.
what-
Uh, how far into this are we? I'm gonna bleep that name, but go on.
whatever, whatever real estate company or landlords that we had, they that group decided that they were going to give us short notice and get somebody else and not give us the opportunity to basically like re-up the apartment or I don't know what word I'm looking for.
Yeah, yes, yeah. I
Re
remember. Yeah, resign a lease or whatever. But yeah, I remember getting an email from them saying like you have to be out by July, whatever. We're like, what? What are you talking about? We don't want to leave. But apparently they had sent an email back in like November saying if you're going to stay, you need to let us know now. It was something along those lines, right?
but it was such short notice, like, and an email can just slip under the radar.
And
Like,
that's what happened. Yeah.
yeah, especially if it's not like going to your school email. Like, I'm not checking my personal email like all the time.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I never checked my personal email. That's how we missed it. And it cost us this perfect log cabin apartment. But yeah, so we had to move out, which will lead me to the next picture of apartment number 2 right here. As you can see, it is much classier, much more modern. No logs in sight, no wood on the walls. Uh, much bigger. Now, what did you think of this apartment?
I thought this apartment was definitely an upgrade. We had basketball courts, pools that we never used, a gym. Um,
Mm.
it was a little further from campus,
Oh yeah,
but
big time.
we both had our cars, and I think if you were trying to walk every day, but eventually you gave in and drove,
Oh yeah,
um, and just paid for parking. But yeah, I love
yep,
this apartment.
yeah, yeah. As James said, this apartment very far from camp. I mean, not that far. Like it's still kind of close. Like we're close to camp. Like in at University of Pittsburgh, there's like an upper campus on this gigantic hill, and this was up on that hill plus 5 minutes. So like if we were to walk to campus, it involves hiking up that enormous hill to get back. So that was sort of the issue. Like it probably took like 25 minutes to walk to campus, but it felt much worse with the hill. Right? Is that how you remember it?
Yeah, I mean, walking back from campus was hard, but walking to
Yeah,
campus wasn't bad because it was, again, it was on top. It was upper hill, so it was on
yeah,
top of the hill.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, I tried to walk the campus as much as I could, but once it got to the winter, I could not do it. So I just started driving. Now, did you ever walk to class when you had them, or did you always drive? I can't remember.
I remember this year I was when I had the I had to like leave school for a little bit for mental health reasons, and after that I was just different, and but I still walked to class like when it was nice out, like in this it was I think it was the spring, right, when I
Hmm.
came back.
Yep.
It was a spring semester, but yeah, lots of good memories in this place, and
Oh,
yeah, lots of
yeah.
good
I
memories.
mean, yeah. This
I can
place was gigantic.
said I can think of a lot of stories that we have. Like we played intramural soccer, intramural basketball. We met people.
Hmm.
Um, we went out drinking a lot to bars.
Oh
Um,
yes,
we always concocted some sort of plan for the night.
that's it. Yeah, that's what we did. Which leads me to what I would like us to do. I say, let's take a trip down memory lane and go through our most favorite memories of our time at both apartments that the audience has not heard yet. Now, first, I'm going to start, and I'm going to share my screen once more because this happened before we started doing the podcast, but we'd never talked about it. But I would like to show the audience. Um, hold on. Okay, can you see these new sets of pictures?
Yes,
Okay. Now, first of all, you know where I'm going with this from this picture. Do you remember the context behind this picture?
we carved pumpkins, and they were like little pumpkins, right?
Yes, yes, you carved the pumpkin, but you remember why we took this picture? And there's more pictures, but do you remember where, like, what happened here?
We got locked out. Was that it?
No, no. So what happened was they were doing a door decorating contest, and I believe the winner got like I don't remember, like free laundry, like $200 worth of laundry. It was something random like that. But they
Yeah,
said, yeah, so they said we're going to do a door decorating contest in the building, take pictures of it, and then like upload it on Instagram and do a hashtag or whatever, or tag us in it so we can find it. So we said, all right, let's get in on this action. We just carved this pumpkin. Let's take some pictures with it, and we're going to go for comedy, and hopefully they choose us. So I'm going to go through the pictures here that we took. This is number one, very simple. Picture number two, we've moved him to the window. Still pretty simple.
yep.
Up next,
Was he in the kitchen?
wait for it.
Oh, I gotta wait for the reveal.
Don't worry, mine's taking forever. Come on, don't do this to me now. Maybe I'll do it like this. Number three, he's in the fireplace.
Fireplace.
Uh, okay, now we're getting into the good ones. Okay, I was doing homework.
Oh, silly.
Yeah, we uploaded all of these, by the way. It has nothing to do with the door. We just slowly started just taking pictures and having him do random tasks. This is my laptop, by the way, in my homework. I wish I could see what homework I was working on. Maybe I can zoom in and no,
Thank
not
God.
important. Wait, sorry, what'd you say?
Thank God you can't, because that I hate work.
Yes, I don't want any PTSD from whatever class this was. Um, okay, up next, the toilet.
Taking a loose.
Yeah, as you can see, our bathroom is very small. Like, yeah, it was a very small bathroom. The floor was very soft and almost caving in. I thought it was going to collapse at any moment. But yeah, very small, and the window's caged off here. Um, okay, my personal favorite up next. He's cooking.
He's cooking in the kitchen. I thought, did we give him a spatula? We did.
Oh yes, we did. and we'll get into a story about that spatula later that I would like you to tell. But
That frying,
last,
like so small,
wait, what? What's so small?
or that frying pan is like,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh yeah, everything. Yeah, I mean, a very small kitchen. We had very small everything. I'm
yeah,
trying to see what we were eating. I see some coffee. I see some
whatever.
Cheez-Its. This was your cereal. I'm pretty sure all this was your stuff. Because again, I ate like garbage. Like I didn't eat anything good.
I
Oh,
will
your
say
tea. I
that
just missed your teapot.
some of that was stuff that my family gave me and I wasn't eating, but I felt bad, so I just kind of like kept it.
Yeah.
I
And
love tea
finally, he's vacuuming and
cleaning.
sweeping. God, this is great. I don't know how we didn't win. They didn't choose us. I don't know
Yeah,
why. It was very funny, but I guess they don't have a sense of humor.
yeah, no, they don't get our comment.
No, they don't. I mean, yeah, I remember cracking up posting these, knowing they were seeing them. But the only one that has the door in it is the first one, and it's just
Yeah,
the pumpkin singing.
completely which is even like funnier, I think. Like, just I don't know.
Yeah. I
That should be humorous.
Now back to this. You mentioned the spatula. Is there a specific story in mind that comes to mind when you see that spatula near that burner?
Yes, and I remember you being very over the spatula incident.
Yes, yes. Please tell your side of the story because this is one of
Yeah,
my favorite stories that we've
yeah.
never told.
So for pretext, um, you or context, you for context, you were studying and like working hard in your while I'm cooking and like just BS and not doing schoolwork. So that's just started off with that, and then so I'm cooking and I finish my meal, right? And I scoop the food off the frying pan, and part of me forgets because I always have my earbuds in. Part of me forgets to turn off the oven, so the burner's just going, and the spatula is still in the frying pan, and so it just melts the plastic. It stinks up the entire apartment, and Colin just storms out like so pissed, like oh, I felt so bad and like guilty, but I don't know. The smell went away after a couple hours, but you just
uh,
like out at the library.
that's
That's
exactly right. I went to the library, but but yes. So I was in class. I remember I was in class in my room because at that time it was like sort of hybrid. So we weren't going to every class in person. So it was an online class on my laptop in my room in a Zoom meeting. And then I start smelling something. I'm like, what is James burning out there? And I and I look, and you had cooked the spatula. Yes. I was like, oh my God, I don't have time for this. I'm in a class. I can't leave it. And I don't want to breathe in the chemicals or whatever. I don't want to die right now. So I'm like, you know what? This is James's problem. I'm just gonna leave, go to my class, and let him figure this out. So yes, I don't know why I was so mad. I can watch the class recording later, but I don't know. I was in a bad mood apparently. But yes, I just stormed out.
yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, that was funny.
But that brings up a similar story though. Like you were cooking ramen and you forgot to add the water, and
Yes.
you all but that
Oh my God.
you could just move the cup with the noodles out of the microwave. But yeah,
Yes. Yes. It was one of those cardboard cardboard bowls of ramen you can buy at the store. You just add water, throw it in the microwave. Well, I threw it in the microwave, forgot the water, which apparently causes a lot of smoke and burning.
and
So I was
so
like, yes. So I don't remember when I noticed, but I'm like, oh my God, the microwave is smoking like crazy, and it's my ramen. Now, do you remember what we did to get rid of the smell?
we just picked up the bowl and threw down the trash chute.
Yeah, we threw it. Yeah, we disposed of the bowl, and then I remember, and we opened all the windows, disengaged the fire alarm so it wouldn't go off. Um, and then I remember brewing coffee and popping popcorn to,
And
to
I
try to get some normal smells in there.
I think you also sprayed Febreze too.
Oh
So
yes, I'm sure. Yes, I was doing. Yeah,
like
there was a
a lot of
variety of smells going on.
yeah.
But and that like that did not go away for a long time. It smelled like smoke for like multiple weeks after that. Like that was very stupid of me. So yes, do not forget your water.
And
Oh
don't leave the burner on any
yes,
and listen to music while you're cooking.
yes. Don't cook spoons and cook your ramen with water. Those are the moral of these stories. But yes. Let's see. Do you have any other stories that come to mind looking back in our time? Because I have a couple here.
Yeah. If I had to pick favorite memory, one of them would be at the old apartment when your battery died. We had to
Oh
jump
my!
so many hoops to get your car battery.
Wow, I totally forgot about this.
I'll let you tell the story, but because
Well, you can no, you can tell it. You can tell the story because I totally forgot about this.
you might remember it better though than I do.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. I'll tell you. Interrupt me if I'm wrong. But yeah, so this was in the summer because you that summer were there working and doing a class online, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So one weekend I went there just to visit and hang out for the weekend. So like we woke up the next morning, we were going to drive somewhere, and my car wouldn't turn on. So and like none of the lights or whatever on the inside would turn on either. So we knew the battery had died. So this is also so I called first thing I did was call my dad. I'm like, what do I do? I don't know what to do. And then for some reason, he told me to change the battery myself. Now I don't know why he told me to do that. That's very bad advice. I should have had someone jump it or do it for me. So my dad told me all you got to do is go to the hardware store or whatever, get a new battery, and then install it yourself. I'm like, well, gee, Dad, who do you think I am here? I'm not an electrician or
I'm like
whatever. I'm not. Yes. I'm
a
not a
car.
mechanic here. Like, I'm not just going to replace my own battery. But that's what we did. But we had no car to get to AutoZone or wherever. So what did we do? We rented scooters, didn't we?
Yeah, we rented a scooter, but we
Yes.
only rented one for some reason.
Yes,
I
just one
I
scooter.
only find one in North Oakland. Um, and then we rode it both of us on one scooter. And then when we got the battery, we rode the heavy 30-pound battery back on the scooter.
Oh
So
yeah.
us was like on top of the battery on the
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, we were standing on the battery. Both of us on one scooter, one of us standing on top of the battery, riding back to my car to change it. Yeah. Oh man, I forgot about that. That's funny.
yeah, that's got my favorite memories.
Oh man, yeah, I completely forgot about that. And I still yeah, I don't remember how because I know I didn't change the battery myself. I'm pretty sure I ended up I don't know. I'm pretty sure I called someone to jumpstart my car, and then I drove to the AutoZone place and had them change it for me. I'm pretty sure that's how the story ends. But still, the scootering, yeah, the scooter riding both of us on a very busy road, standing on top of the car battery, is the best part of that story. But yeah, um, now I would like to get into the IM basketball. Now, there's a couple people who shall remain nameless, and maybe you can tell this story. Do you remember any specific stories about these two people on our IM basketball team there, James?
Yes. And I am basketball was very interesting. I'll say that. I don't know
Uh,
how teams, but well, I mean, I know how we got the team, but I wish maybe we would have vetted people a little bit better
yep.
because these two people were um thought they were like Kyrie Irving.
Mm.
Um, one thought they were Kyrie Irving, and one thought they were Steph Curry because
Yes.
they let us play like, and they were ball hogs, so they probably took 90% of the possessions and they never passed. And they also said to us like, we're gonna play the whole time and you guys can just sub out. And it's like an Oh, you don't do that.
Yes,
That
an insane thing to say. Yes.
like everybody's just trying to have fun here, not like it's not just for you, you know. Like there's other people to consider too.
Mhm.
Didn't do that at all. So
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, because we don't know these people. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't remember how we ended up getting on the team with them. But yes, we show up. It's 5-on-5. We have like 7 people on our team or whatever. And they're these,
mhm.
yeah, those 2 guys who were friends. They say, oh, yeah, as you said, they said, yeah, we're just gonna play the whole time, play the whole game. You guys can just sub each other out. We're like, okay, I guess that's okay with us. Which I'm so angry at myself for. Why didn't we say something? We should have said, no. Why would
Yeah,
we do that?
like no, we're not doing that. You can sub out too. Like
Yeah.
you got to sub out just as much as we sub out. That's how it should have been. But
Yes. Yeah. And by the way, we didn't win a single game. We lost every game. And a big reason was because those 2 people do not pass the ball and they didn't come out of the game. So, I mean,
and the other
what are you going
teams
to do?
were better.
Oh, yeah,
Like
most certainly.
one team, one had a guy that was like 6'3" and just like was in the paint all the time. Um, Another team, I don't know. I can't remember all the teams, but
But we lost all of them.
we lost every. Yeah,
Yes.
and it wasn't close in any of them except for the
Nope.
last one. It wasn't
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like we literally got destroyed in every game. Yeah. Except for that last one.
I got to see you drive and score back too, which was interesting to see because I just see you shoot most of the time. So like I don't know, seeing you drive and score a basket, I'm like, wow, he's got his bag. Like he's pretty good.
Well, that bag is gone because
Yeah,
I tried to play basketball the other day in a game and it's all gone. So it's totally gone. I used every ounce of it left in that in IM basketball. So yeah, you saw the last of it, is what I'll say. But I don't mean to alarm you. It looks like there's a time limit for the free Zoom trial. So we got 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So we might have to wrap it up here. Um, do you have any last words to say to our fans for this reunion?
just keep tuning in because we're gonna be releasing more pods, and who knows what the future holds. So
Yes. And we are very sorry. As we said in our last episode, we promised it wouldn't be a long time. Well, it was a long time. It was a very long time, 2 years and almost 3 months. Uh, so we're sorry. We had to come in and check base or touch base with you all, let us know or let you know what we're up to, what we're doing, and reminisce on our old memories. So it's good to talk to you all again, back in video form. Now you can see what we look like. For any of you people who don't know us already, this is what we look like. And I'm
yeah,
in a yes, and I am wearing a Benchwarmers Richie Goodman jersey. In case you were wondering.
I wish I had shades because you look so much cooler than I do right now.
Well, I have a massive headache, so yeah.
Yeah,
Next episode, I will not be wearing shades. Who knows? Maybe I will be.
drinking last night, Saturday night.
Possibly, possibly. That could be a reason for the headache. Okay, James, it's been a pleasure. So long.
Yep. See ya.